All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Community Focus here on Channel 6 TV. Glad you could join us tonight. And we're here as we got people here that we call to protect and to serve. And one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is protection, keeping your children safe. We got Scott Lawson and Melissa Sheen. I want to make sure I got that right here with us today from the Bardstown Police Department and Bardstown Fire Department.
No, both of us Bardstown Fire Department.
Both of us Bardstown Fire Department. Yeah. Well, the uniforms threw me off. I got the Bardstown Fire Department and no policeman here today. So, but again, I just want to welcome you all to the show. Appreciate y'all taking the time out, and I know you're on a mission today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are starting a new program dealing with safety for children. Mm-hmm. So I'm one of the new hires in Bardstown Fire Department. So when I got on board, I was the only one, as we call, car seat techs. And what we do is check car seats. And the program's not been involved in Bardstown, or it was, and it got dropped somehow. So one of my goals was for the Bardstown Fire Department to have somebody on every shift to be able to check a car seat. If a Bardstown resident or Nelson County resident or anybody comes in and need a car seat check, they're more welcome to stop in at the firehouse and get their car seat checked to make sure it's incorrect. There's a lot of issues out there where they just think they hook it up and it's okay.
Well, yeah, I read somewhere that I think it was a number as high as 75 or 80% of car seats that were put in are done in incorrectly.
And that's correct. And we got some stats here, and we also got the opportunity to talk about Kentucky laws about car seats and stuff. And so biggest thing is, like I said, right at the present time, I'm the only certified tech.
Yeah.
So I'm only there Monday through Friday right now. So, and then we hired Melissa, and I'll let Melissa do a little bit explaining. She's a tech too. So, at the present time, we have 2 techs. Mm-hmm. And next week we're going to start this program, and I'll let Melissa do more talking about the program and any other questions you have.
Well, before we get started, before we get into the technical stuff, and I do have one question as the law. You mentioned the law of car seats.
Yes, sir.
Now, who belongs in a car seat? Who has to be, anyone can answer that, but I mean, I know when my grandchildren come home to visit.
Yes, sir.
I never knew exactly which ones have to be in a car seat and which ones don't. Does that have to do with height, age, weight? Well, what makes the difference?
Both of those, all of those. Any child younger than 8, Kentucky state law states younger than 8 years of age should be in some type of car seat. The youngest children, when under 40 inches tall, needs to be in a child or infant seat. That's a convertible seat or
under 40 inches tall.
40 inches or below in a child or infant seat. And then below 8 years, and between 40 inches and 57 inches, they need to be in a booster seat, which the booster seat just adjusts their height so that their seatbelt fits them correctly. So it's not across their neck, it's at the correct position across their shoulder.
So if someone is I guess 10, 15 years old and they're still under 40 inches, they're still in that booster seat.
Or between 40 and 57 inches
40,
tall,
okay.
Yeah, for the older children.
Okay, so for older children, it's just a little different, but again, that's the criteria. But for under 8 years old, there's no question about it.
Right.
They're going to be in that child safety seat.
If they're 8 or older, even that they can be in the regular car seat. But if their size dictates that they should be in a booster seat to make that seatbelt fit them correctly, then they should be in a booster seat.
Okay, now let's get to the technical
And then that's a fine too.
Well, I was going to go my next question right now is basically what is the penalty?
I think right now a car seat is similar to like a seatbelt law.
It's a $30 fine with no court costs, or in lieu of that, you can buy a booster seat.
Oh, okay. So you can buy a booster seat. Got to get one anyway. So might as well buy a booster seat.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, but there's no, I guess, no criminal thing of that nature. It's just basically it's all a safety issue.
Correct. You are correct. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because like you said, 80 to 90% of child safety seats are not installed properly.
They are not easy to install. Now, I know I've done that many times for my grandchildren at home. I know that I end up saying a few words that I'm not allowed to say on this show station because Gary will bleep me out. But
I understand.
So give us some of the ideas of what it is you're all looking to. What it is that you're all doing?
Well, 2 of us are techs right now.
Yes.
And by the end of next week, we'll have 7 more techs, so there'll be 9 of us all together with the department. So like Scott said, there'll be someone on duty all the time who can help you with a car seat. Like you said, they are difficult to install sometimes, and it all depends on the vehicle seat and the car seat itself, whether they're compatible. Sometimes they're real easy, and then sometimes it takes 2 or 3
Why are they so
people to.
difficult? Who manufactures these things?
There's a study out there. You know how they do the car test,
Right.
crashing and stuff. Same way with the car seat. What they do is when they do the car testing on wrecks and stuff, they install the car seat and see what angles they can take the crash and not, and the best place to put the car seats. And like I said, as we talk more, a lot of people like to put the little hanging stuff on the car seats.
Yeah.
If it's an infant, we're trying to keep its attention. Or they put the big DVD players back there to try to keep their attention and stuff. And really, you don't think about it, but they're really flying objects if you get T-boned or if you have an accident. So, that could hit the infant or hit the child and do more damage. Another example, a lot of people goes to, say, for Walmart or something and get the little tinted visor to put on the window to keep the sun out. Mm-hmm. Well, if you get T-bone and that falls over the baby or the infant's face, it suffocates them. Yeah. People don't think about that stuff. So when we install a car seat, we talk about all the safety stuff and what could happen. Now, it's up to the individual if they want to do that. Mm-hmm. So,
but if it's not installed properly, is there a fine for that, or is that just that's just more of a safety issue?
It's just more of a safety issue, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a little off it's not exactly car seats, but it's related. Is there a rule about children sitting in the front seat? I know my granddaughter got on me a little while back because she said, Grandpa, I'm not allowed to sit in the front seat. I'm not big enough or something like that. And she was too big for a car seat, but so I didn't know if there was a rule on that or not. I want to make sure.
I don't believe there's a law against it. It's just the best practice.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. She's smarter than I am anyway.
It sounds like she's very smart. She's probably heard that before.
Probably.
And we try to tell that too. And your little labels on your vehicles always tell you that, I believe, not to have a child below.
I know the little thing, the little light comes on, so there's not enough weight
and
on the seat.
Too. So there's lots of things telling us that we shouldn't have them up there. It's always best to have them in the back seat.
Okay, so safety is the number one issue, especially when we're dealing with children. But what are you all going to be doing? I mean, I know you're going to be training more techs or what?
Yeah, that's our goal. Is like I said, next week we're hosting a car seat class. Normally it's 40 hours a week. Now they cut it back to 3 days. Monday, Tuesday is a classroom. Wednesday is their test day. And also on Wednesday that afternoon, they got to do what we call a car seat checkpoint. So that's open to the community from 1 to 3. If you got a car seat and you don't feel comfortable about it, or if you just want to get it checked, swing by the state. It doesn't cost nothing. The best part is free. So the best thing is, come by the firehouse. The crew has got to test so many seats or install so many seats. So Monday or Wednesday, April the 26th, 1 to 3, swing by the firehouse. And like I said, they'll check your car seat, make sure it's installed correct. And also what we do is for the families that's getting ready to have a newborn, a lot of hospitals, I'll give you a good example. In Danville, East McDowell, I know they want you to have a receipt saying my car seat's been installed correctly. And when I worked in Danville, they would come to Danville Firehouse and we'll do an installment. And then we give them a copy of what we've done. And they can show it to the hospital and say, hey, my car seat's been installed. Mm-hmm. Or if you get pulled over and a police officer or someone says, I don't think your car installed, you have a carbon copy of saying, hey, I went to Bardstown Fire Department and they installed it correctly. So.
Okay. Was there anything else we need to let the world know about today?
Well, you talked about some errors and stuff, car seating. A couple things I want to hit on car seats. A lot of people just put the car seat in and then take the car seat and
run the
seatbelt through and think it's okay. Really, it's not, because what you got to do, you got to extend the seatbelt all the way out, and you hear it grind. I mean, it's locked. So, and what that does is secure the seat in. If you just put the car seat in, put the seatbelt in, that's no safety. I mean, if you're involved in an accident, that car seat, that child's going to go until the car seat locks, and then it's going to be a sudden stop. So it's going to be dangerous to the other thing is a lot of infants. They want to keep their infants good and warm in the wintertime. They bundle them up in a good old winter coat. But what we need to do is, in the wintertime, take that coat off of them inside that vehicle and strap them in, because if that coat's real thick and you think it's tight, it's still like a sponge, so that baby can slide out the harness and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, that's our job, is to educate the community about proper way to install. You know,
Well, like I said, it's not as simple as just going out and strapping them in and taking off. There's a lot more to it.
Yes, sir. And like I said, we talk about the proper place to put the child. You know, one of the safest place and the next safest place. But when it's all said and done, it depends on where the person wants to put their car seat and stuff. Right. So,
well, in addition to this, you're also fighting fires. So I appreciate everything out there doing that. I've always enjoyed having firefighters in, because anybody runs toward fires instead of away from them, to me, holds a special place to me. So I appreciate you doing that.
And we appreciate you inviting us. And like I said, on the car seat safety or any station tours, you know, if the doors are open and you see somebody, you're more than welcome to stop in, because it's about the community. It's a community's fire station. So, and again, we want to thank the citizens of Bardstown for what they do for us.
Okay. The Bardstown Fire Department providing another service for you. This time it's a service that we all need. Obviously, so stop in and check it out. Next Wednesday, you say, will be
next Wednesday, April the 26th,
April 26th.
from 1 to 3. Okay. So, like I said, it doesn't cost you a penny.
Yeah.
Just come in and we'll make sure your car seat installed correctly. And another thing about a lot of car seats, they might not know it's been a recall. So
y'all keep up with that too?
We do, and we give them information about the car seat where they can get on the web page. And
I guess you could give them sort of recommendations. I know you don't want to pick one product over another, but there's some that are better than others, obviously.
And that's true. Also, another thing is, a lot of people don't know they got a date on the car seats, so they're only good for so long.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know they expired.
Yeah. and you know, we do a lot of passing on to family members too.
Yeah.
You know, once a car seat's been involved in an accident, you need to take and get rid of that car seat, because it could be some damage to that car seat.
And I guess, like you said, they become obsolete after a while as cars progress. I guess car seats need to progress right along with them.
They're all labeled with the manufacturer's date, and after 10 years, they're recommended to replace them.
Really?
The plastic can degrade.
I better go check my garage. Or do what I've got in there. Well, Scott and Melissa, I appreciate you all just taking the time out and doing this today. And again, it's a service. I know, again, you do this on a regular basis as part of your job, but still this is a little above and beyond what most people expect out of the fire department.
Well, the biggest thing is, you know, like I said, we thank you, but the biggest thing is we're here for the community, and the most important thing is everybody just be safe.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in, and again, hope everybody checks them out. If you need more information, give the Bardstown Fire Department a call, and they can let you know what they're doing, and they can stop in if you see somebody around, and they'll point you in the right direction. Stick around, a lot more to come here on Community Focus TV. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll be right back.